So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. So today is Saturday and hope you're starting off your day with grace and fun. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you're starting off your weekend great, and because of course it's the weekend, you should start it great. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, I'm Brexer and I create anything Yu-Gi-Oh and everything Yu-Gi-Oh. This video is actually a continuation of the last Master Duel deck profile that I did for Unchained. Unchained is very straightforward when it comes to their archetype, since of course you just need to destroy the card and then have its effect useful for you depending on some situations. But yeah, like I said, the deck is pretty much straightforward and it's somewhat mundane from time to time. So yeah, it's not like I'm playing Dark Lords all over again, but yeah, from the span of less than a month or less than half a month, I've known the deck that much. That's how straightforward the deck is. Unlike Dark Lords, wherein you need to know more of their cards and then their effects and then how to combo them into winning a game. But needless to say, let's move on to the deck profile, since there's some changes from my journey from Gold 5 until Platinum. Well, typically Platinum 4, but yeah, you get the point. So let's move on to Master Duels and check the deck, or check the changes that I've made for the deck in Master Duels. So we are in Master Duels, and so this is the deck profile that I've used or I've run throughout the whole duration of Gold 5 until Platinum. So these are the cards. So first off, we're gonna start talking about Drool and Lockboard. There's not much players using this card. I'm guessing they're not a fan. I get the point where both of the players can't add cards to their hand. Of course, that is one of the downsides of this card, of course. But also, if you maybe drop this off or use this effect during your opponent's turn, they can't add any cards, especially when you're fighting against even Eldritch Tritrons, or what's the other cards? Emancipators. Yeah, they keep on drawing or adding cards out of their draw phase. So yeah, this card really helps out a lot in some of those scenarios for you. More than two is not really applicable. Yeah, situational purposes, guys. 2 copies is just the right spot. So yeah, move on with Maxi. I ran now with 3 because of course you need to see Maxi most of the time in your hand or on your hand, just because, like I said, your opponent keeps on special summoning monsters. That's all. 2 copies of Ash Blossoms and then 3 copies of each of the 3 twins. So that's that. Unchained Soul Disasters, still 2 copies. Abominable Unchained Soul, 3 copies as well. And 2 copies of Nibiru, 4 of course, wiping out the board on your opponent's side of the field. And then that's your monsters. So now let's move on to your Magic Trap. So 1 monster reborn. Pad of Avarice. This card is pretty much useful since of course you are dropping off your Unchained monsters, or basically your monsters, to the graveyard from time to time or every turn. So you need to get most of those or some of those cards, and you can also draw 2 more cards for that matter. So Pot of Avarice is pretty neat. Next we have your 3 copies of Abomination's Prison, of course. Still 2 copies of Cold by the Grave, 2 copies of Torrential Tribute, and then 3 copies of Escape of the Unchained and Abomination Chamber of the Unchained, 3 copies of also, and of course your Grave Digger's Trample. I can't exaggerate how useful this card is when it comes to ranking up or just having fun, to be honest. Getting those pesky Ash Blossoms or Maxis negated, and then your opponent deducts 2,000 from their life points. Yeah, pretty useful. But yeah, as much as I want to run with 3, 2 copies is like on a sweet spot for that one. But if you want to run with 3, I guess getting 1 copy of Drool and Lockbird is pretty okay. So that's your main deck, guys. Let's move on to your extra deck. So extra deck, you have your number 100, number 38, number 97, number 84, number 77, and your Zeus. Basic stuff. Your links now, I cut off 2 copies of Soul of Rage and Soul of Anguish, just because 3 is too much, and then you can have more cards needed in your extra deck. And then your IP Masquerina, your Nightmare Unicorn, your Bow of the Goddess, and then your boss monsters, which are the Unchained Abomination, and of course your access code Talker for destruction purposes. So that is the deck profile, guys, and there's not much for this deck. So anyways, yeah, that's it for today, guys. And if you like the content, feel free to subscribe, of course, as usual. If I missed anything, just inform me down in the comment section below, and see you guys on the next video. Thank you for helping out the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I really like to get this to 50 subscribers by the end of the month. This is me signing off. Keep safe, good luck, and have a great day on your weekend, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Another one. Another one. And another one.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more!